Have you ever wondered what became of Emperor Commodus in real life as depicted in the movie Gladiator? And as a historian, I can tell you that Commodus was a truly fascinating figure in Roman history. Um, his reign was marked by extravagance, megalomania, and ultimately his own downfall. In the movie Gladiator, Joaquin Phoenix portrays Emperor Commodus, a character loosely based on a real Roman emperor. However, the film takes some creative liberties with Commodus' depiction. Uh, Throughout the story, Emperor Commodus serves as the main antagonist, fueling Maximus Decimus Meridius' thirst for revenge. And by the film's dramatic conclusion, Maximus manages to exact his vengeance following his rise through uh, the ranks as a gladiator. Maximus eventually confronts Commodus, challenging him. Uh, um, in the climactic scene of the movie, Maximus slays Commodus, but ultimately meets his own demise, um, paving the way for the narrative of Gladiator 2. The lead role in Gladiator 2 will be played by Paul Mescal, or portraying Lucius, son of Maximus and nephew to Commodus. Um, this suggests that Commodus plays a significant role in both films, sparking curiosity about how the character was depicted versus his historical counterpart. Commodus became Rome's emperor in 180 AD after Marcus Aurelius died. His rise to power was solidified by Marcus Aurelius's death. During Marcus Aurelius's rule, times were relatively calm, militarily speaking, but when it came to Commodus's reign as emperor, peace was scarce. Politically, his leadership was marred by conflict and unrest. This instability stemmed from numerous plots against him, which Commodus himself faced due to his limited influence in Roman politics. As a result, Commodus began to assert himself more forcefully as emperor, though his rule was characterized by dictatorial tendencies, a stark contrast to the leadership styles of previous emperors, like Marcus Aurelius. Lucilla started a conspiracy against Commodus in 182 AD. Lucilla attempted to have Commodus killed in the year 182 AD. Upon his father's death, Commodus retained many of his father's advisors, including the second spouse of his eldest sister, Lucilla. However, Commodus showed little regard for Rome's political well-being, which led Lucilla to conspire with two men who were once believed to be her former lovers. Their plan was to assassinate Commodus as he entered a theater, but the plot was unsuccessful and they were both captured. Unfortunately, Lucilla was eventually located and executed by Commodus's forces on the island of Capri. Commodus became a brutal and narcissistic emperor of Rome. Commodus declared himself a demigod as opposed to a mortal man. In response to Lucilla's attempt on his life, many who disliked him also plotted against him. After these attempted assassinations, Commodus largely withdrew from public life and spent most of his time on his family's estate, far from Rome. Later, around 190 AD, Commodus started to exhibit signs of megalomania and narcissism. Notably, he frequently boasted about his divine status, often likening himself to Hercules, the son of the Roman god Jupiter. This inflated self-image led Commodus to aspire to mold the entire Roman Empire according to his own likeness, much like the character Commodus in the movie Gladiator. Commodus was assassinated in 192 AD. The other politicians of Rome took matters into their own hands. This plot came from a list of people Commodus wrote containing the names of those he intended to have executed. On that list of names were Commodus's mistress, Marcia, the Praetorian prefect, Letus and Commodus Chamberlain, Eclectus. As a result, the three conspired to have the emperor killed superfor. Initially, Marcia attempted to poison Commodus, yet the emperor vomited up the poison. After this failed attempt, the trio hired Commodus's wrestling partner Narcissus to strangle the emperor in his bathtub. For Commodus's legacy as Rome's emperor was a turning point for Rome of the prince that mislead. Commodus's reign was a turning point for Rome. Following Commodus's demise, Rome plunged into a time of internal strife. A civil war is prior to his assassination. Commodus's standing as Roman emperor had already been significantly tarnished. Post his death, the Senate initiated a process known as damnatio memoria, which is Latin for condemnation of memory. This led to the erasure of many records from his reign, the demolition of statues depicting him, and the restoration of Rome's infrastructure elements that were renamed back to their original names. Commodus' rule is also marked by a less than favorable history, as he was the one who brought an end to the Nerva-Antonine dynasty, which had begun in 96 AD, ended with his death when he seized. This period saw a succession struggle known as the Year of Five Emperors, where 5 individuals fought for power. Eventually, Septimius Severus emerged victorious and became emperor. Commodus's reign was characterized by narcissistic and autocratic behavior, resulting in a legacy of failure. This is evident through the end of an entire dynasty and Rome's subsequent civil war, which saw the character portrayed as a villain in the movie Gladiator being demonized by future Roman leaders. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.